So what's going on, guys? Riotbox here, and welcome back to some more MotoGP 20 career mode. And we are getting into the business end of this season with Suzuki here in the career mode. And as you can see, we are currently P3 in the championship, just 22 points off of MIR and just 2 points off of Morbidelli ahead. But we only have Rins, our other teammate, 1 point behind. So it's all very top between the three Suzukis and then also the Petronas Yamaha of Morbidelli. Quartararo is there in 5th place, but I don't think he's in any real chance of getting near the top 4. But you never know what's going to happen in this season. If we take a look at this then, we're getting into Finland today, Brno, and then we've got another 2 rounds, Red Bull Ring, Misano, Aragon, Thailand, Motegi, and then Phillip Island, Sepang, and then Valencia. So that's about 4 or 5 episodes to go. And then we'll be looking at a brand new season on the MotoGP 2021 mod. If you haven't seen the MotoGP 2021 mod, go over to the channel. I've done about 3 videos on the mod. Go check it out. Such a good mod. But for now, let's get into the Finnish Grand Prix. Then I've already done qualifying off camera. We didn't do very well. I tend to do this one off camera because it's nothing inspiring. But I do know that we're going to need a medium front, medium rear setup to help us out. And it is Brad Binder on pole position. Morbidelli P2. And we're further back. Paul Espargaro P5. So let's get going. Lights are about to go out then. And we're here for the start of the Finnish Grand Prix. Starting P15. A little bit of work to do from further back, especially since we're in a championship fight and the championship leader is already 20 odd points ahead of us. So a lot of work to do here. Usually I have better race pace than qualifying here at Finland. A little bit of contact with the Pramac there. Trying to get alongside 3 wide there, and Aprilia, and then also Zarco, I believe, on the Avintia. Is that Zarco? No, that isn't Zarco. It's Rabat. Anyway, on the brakes, there's Zarco P9, so the Avintia are doing pretty well there. Lots of stopping. Our teammates are just there. They're in about P4, P5. Alex Marquez gets underneath of me. Let's get him back. Oh, nice and aggressive, but he's tight. Back up at the inside. Make our way up through the grid. It's no good us being back here and MIR being in 4th place. MIR not being on the podium is like the perfect opportunity to gain points again. Gained a few positions there. Let's get underneath of the Tech 3. Very deep there. Zarco's hit the deck behind. The Tech 3's back through. Hopefully now as the laps click by, we can start to make our way through the grid. But Rins is there. P7. The wrong Suzuki. But it looks like MIR's under pressure there from Quartararo. So that's pretty interesting. Mode 2 down this straight should help us out, but the Ducati of Miller's just pulling away, and the Ducati of Dovizioso just pulled in front of us there. Luckily, I think we're pretty good on the brakes into the hairpin though, so should be alright. And I've just nerfed Miller out. Oh my god. I did not mean to do that. He just stood up and had a look. Let's take a quick replay of that. I was just hot on the brakes, hot on the brakes, hot on the brakes. Coming in, and then we hit him first. Oh no, what? He didn't even do the animation. He was standing up looking back. So we get away with that one. No input from the stewards. You don't really get any input from the stewards, only for track extending or corner cutting. Oh, Dovizioso is back underneath. He's obviously seeing what we've done to his fellow Ducati rider. He won't be happy with that, but I'm going to come back around the outside of Dovizioso. There, you got plenty of tarmac to run off into that corner. Here we go, turn 12. He's back underneath of us. Can't afford to battle. We need to get a move on. Oh, that was a bit of a poor line through that. Bit shaken up after that collision with Miller. Around the final corner. Awful line again. 45.8 from Binder. 46.4 with a poor second half of the lap. MIR's going backwards. It's now under pressure from Alex Marquez. This could be our chance. If I can just close this gap down. here on lap number 3. Maybe we could do something about it. But MIR seems to be going backwards. Doesn't seem to suit the Suzuki, this circuit. All 3 of us struggling in the lower reaches of the top 10. Dovizioso's behind still. But under no real pressure, run it deep at turn 5. Take a much wider line. Hopefully our tyres last. I don't know what tyres MIR and Rins have got on. But hopefully it works out for us. Alex Marquez still behind MIR. Now Rins is going after Alex Marquez. If I can get ahead of MIR, that'll be good. Because we'll gain points on him. Just have to take it race by race. Next up is Brno. Another circuit that I dislike. And don't really tend to have pace at. Although, I think on the KTM we did alright. Deep into turn 12. Just need to settle into the middle of this race. We've caught back up to this pack a bit, which is good. I keep running deep into some of these corners. MIR's getting a bit lively again, trying to get past the LCR. Alex Marquez seems to have given him the hurry up. Alex Marquez is wide there. Rins trying to get through. 45.4 from Quartararo. 45.6 from us. Around turn 1, pretty decent. I need to try and pounce if I can. Probably going to quieten down a bit and just settle on the race. Focus on our riding at the minute, because it's a bit of a crucial one for the championship, these sorts of races. But so far, can't bridge this gap. Stick with us. MIR looking up the inside there, you can see. Get this bike slowed down. It was all sorts of unstable there. Alex Marquez through. Pol Espargaro falling backwards. I know he's on the soft front and rear, I think. Maybe he's struggling with his tyres now. Trying to get underneath of our teammate. That's not going to work. Oh, closing up on Rins underneath of him. Nerfed him out of the way. Sorry, Rins. Stewards won't be happy with us after this race. Neither will Rins. Whoa, trying to get some turn in, but Pole is there, very much there. Still side by side, different lines almost collide. Had to back off there just to not make more contact in this race. Rins is back through. That's cost us time. 45.2, 46.3 from us. Espargaro going slow into turn 1, compromises our run into turn 1. Oh, he's back through. All this battling is not going to pay off, is it? There we go. Up the inside of the KTM. He's going to have to go wide. But he's going to be quick. He's going to be quick. And MIR now is just one position ahead. But all this battling is costing us time. We are so close. It's all down to this last lap. If we're going to do something, it has to be now. A little bit deep into turn 4. MIR's now putting on the pressure to Alex Marquez. But I've seen that MIR just loses out down this straight to the guys ahead. The Suzuki straight line speed is something to be, you know, desired. Let's see what we can do on the brakes. Trying to close the gap. All sorts of stoppy in the rear end, stepping out. We're on a tighter line right now. I'm going to go for it, you know. We've got to be aggressive on our teammate here. Flick it underneath and we're through on MIR for now. Temporarily hold that apex. He's going to have to go the long way around if he wants to get through, but I might be able to pick up Binder or Alex here. I don't know. The rear tyre's struggling, but you can see everybody else is struggling with their rear tyre. I'm a bit marginal on fuel, or maybe it's me being paranoid. But here we go, underneath for Brad Binder and Alex Marquez potentially. Come on. Come on. See if we can get them. I'm going to try. Oh, Morbidelli's braking late, early, late, whatever it is. Getting around at turn 13. We could be on a podium here. Oh my god. This could be such a good result for Suzuki in the end. Going around the final corner. No mistakes. Hold that apex. And P3 out of nowhere. putting a good 3 bikes between us and MIR, and that is going to be a decent gain in the championship shortly. So then in the championship we shoot up to P2, 15 points. That's a good 7 points we've gained on MIR. Now that's good considering he pretty much is going to be on the podium every single race. That's what we have to account for. So we've got to beat him when we can. And 7 point gain, I'll take that considering we didn't win. But we're ahead of Morbidelli now. Rins has caught up, Morbidelli's caught up slightly as well, so it's getting tight at the top. So then I believe we've got another upgrade. Yes, we've got the new engine part on. So we're going to need to get cracking on the next part for the engine. In terms of aero, we're pretty close. So, and also anti-wheelie, we're not working on. So I'm going to put someone from the engine on this. In fact, I'm going to put everyone from the engine just to help us out a little bit. 5 weeks left on the frame. Skip 1 week. We're at the mid-season break right now. We've now got 2.5k, enough to do the aero upgrade, which is good. Let's get on the aero upgrade then. The 2 electronics guys, and then the man himself, Mr. Aerodynamics. Right. Then we've got the engine. We might be able to get one more upgrade on. But you know what? It might be worth getting this on. If I get a few people on, it might help. 8 weeks. 8 weeks versus then. How long would it take me to save 4.5 grand? How many races we got left? How many weeks we got left? 30, 52. Yeah, it'll come right at the end. We're probably better off now working on these smaller upgrades. The most of the engine there. It will help us with the aero for straight line speed. It will help electronics. Might even be able to get, because these parts here are cheaper. So might be worth doing that. But we'll do that. Let's advance on a little bit. Next up will be Brno then, where it could be another tough Grand Prix. So we're half a second off on this first attempt in Q1, and you know, I knew this was going to happen. Struggle yet again at this circuit. This is the stage in the season where we struggle. You saw what happened at the Saxon Ring. You saw what happened in qualifying at Finland. It's going to be a repeat here. Coming across the line then, 55.8, 6 tenths off still. It's no use. This is so frustrating. I matched it in the first and then gradually lost time over the course of that lap. I need to hurry up and get back out, take all the fuel out, and let's just go for it. I mean, it's a win it or bin it situation, isn't it? So let's go for it. And we ran out of time. Oh no, we ran out of time. We didn't get a chance to make it. And it's basically a last to first challenge, so we're just going to have to see what we can do. Guaranteed MIR's on pole. Just couldn't put the lap in when it mattered, and we ran out of time in the end. It's going to be a medium front, medium rear, no risks. Full tank of fuel, and we're just going to have to be aggressive out the blocks. We're just going to have to go for it. MIR, hard front, hard rear. Middle of the front row. Right, we just got to focus on our race. It could be very much damage limitation. We've got to get some wins under our belt in this season. We need to start racking them up. Morbidelli on pole. We're back here with Dovizioso. Lights are out. Get ourselves a decent launch. Need to improve on our qualifying performance. Poor form at the minute in quali. Going to turn number 1. Dovi makes it good round the outside. I've got an Avintia. Come on, front end hook up. Cold tyres into turn number 1. Past Bagnaia. Trying to get under Vinales. Making a decent run there into P12 now. Clipping Alex Marquez slightly his rear tyre. People checking up a little bit there. I'm going to try go to the inside line. Like I said, we've got to be aggressive out the blocks. MIR's lost out a few positions, which is good. Rins has got ahead of him. I'm taking a KTM out wide with me. Oh, 2 Hondas up the inside. Gonna have to get our shoulders out, get the elbows out, get the old elbows out. Bit of hard graft going to be going on today here at Brno. Making gains on this opening lap underneath for the KTM. Oh, Binder riding into us a little bit there. Quartararo's next, but MIR has been jumped by Rins. A fast starting Suzuki, a bit like us from the back of the grid there. I'm going to leave it in Power Mode 2 for this opening lap while we're making gains. We may as well keep the momentum going. Oliveira gets overtaken by Quartararo. Quartararo's going to hold on to it, I think. But we need to keep the momentum going. Come on, round turn 11. Flick it into 12. Take a tighter line underneath of Oliveira. Very good. Very good. Sneak attack. Quartararo. Now let's go. No, not going to do it around the outside. He goes defensive. You can see there. Can swing in his Yamaha around that final corner now. Let's see. This is the dream start. I don't know how we've managed to get this start. I really don't. I'm going to have to turn the fuel down a little bit. Take a nice tight line round turn number 1. Don't want to be overtaken by anyone behind, do we now? Full power now. Out of turn 2. Blasting down for turn 3. Through that seamless gearbox. Braking now. Quartararo gets the jump on MIR. Hopefully it'll be our turn soon. Not too long. Let's line ourselves up for a decent run round turn 4. Oh, missed the apex slightly. That wide entry I tried to take there didn't pay off. Stick with me, come on. Even if I get ahead of him and gain 1 point, you know that is good progress for me. Still a ways to go in this season, just over halfway through the championship. Anything can happen. We could crash, he could crash in a race. You just don't know. Whoa! Don't know what went on with the bike there. It felt like it was going to fold, so I released the brake and we regained grip. Decent save there. Chasing after him. Maybe we could do something on the brakes. He seems to have lost a bit of time there into turn 10. Oh, we stick our nose there. Coming up the hill now. Suzuki versus Suzuki. He gets a better run, but he's early on the brakes again. I don't know what's up with him. He's struggling, trying to squeeze him to the inside there. Flick it round 12. Accelerate nice and early. Struggling for traction. Slipstream, here we go, up the inside, he's braking early. Round turn 13, so we're through on MIR. Is he go? Oh no, he's there. I wonder where he went. I was like, that was a bit easy. Crutchow's coming out as 54.8 from Morbidelli. We're way off front runner pace, but MIR's just struggling so much. Come on then, into turn number 1. Got to look after the tyres. Ride well and we'll gain at least a few points on MIR. I think a hard rear tyre might have been optimal, but I wanted the performance early on to be able to make the jump that we did. And it seemed to pay off. So then, Crutchlow pressuring MIR. Looks like Crutchlow's going to get past MIR. I haven't got any good pace to be able to go after Quartararo. I've just got to hope that I can hold on to P6 right now. I'm going to defend it with my life. Plenty of fuel left, to be honest. Crutchlow not able to get past MIR. MIR defends it for now. Be interested to see if that will stay that way. Coming on to the final lap, and as you can see, a very sneaky MIR right there, sneaking across our exhaust pipe. I have no pace. The rear tyre is very much past its sell-by date. And I just need to nurse the bike home, but I've got to defend. It's around the back end of the circuit, second half of the lap. We just seem to struggle. We've got plenty of power mode 2 though to defend with if we need to. Coming out the final corner then, Rins took the win, and ourselves and MIR are all the way back here. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Wow. That is interesting. I did not expect Rins to win. You know what? That could really put him right in the championship hunt. Look at this. MIR has an 8-point lead now over Morbidelli, 9 points over Rins, and then 14 points over us. I've lost 2 positions, but we've gotten closer in the championship, so I don't know what to think about this. This is going to be an interesting, very interesting second half of the season. They're absolutely dominating the rest of the championships. But there you have it. That has been it for today's episode. I really do hope you have enjoyed. We're right there back in it in the championship. So, yeah, if you did enjoy, smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do not forget to get subscribed for plenty more MotoGP 20 career mode, as well as now the MotoGP 21 mod.